Spitzer does have the credentials, though. The guy's incredibly bright. We know that. Okay, but does that mean that he will be forgiven?
I do not like Eliot Spitzer, and I think that many people who've crossed paths with Eliot Spitzer feel the same way. But the thing is that New York City is facing an enormous budget crisis. And the truth is that Eliot Spitzer had many flaws as a human being and as a governor. One thing he did do, however, was keep an eye on overspending. He kept an eye on overspending at the World Trade Center site. Well, look,
$80,000 altogether on prostitutes.
I honestly think that's really appalling, but I also think that what's really appalling is the fiscal state of New York City. This is a city where, spending has increased in inflation-adjusted terms by more than 50% under Bloomberg. You have pension and benefit costs ballooning. This is a huge problem, and you need a fiscal watchdog, and that's something that he's very well suited to do. So I don't love the guy, but he should be in the mix. He should be in the race.
Stephanie, Stephen Ratner, the venture capitalist friend of Eliot Spitzer's, was on MSNBC with my friends Joe and Mika this morning. And he said, I have no doubt watching Sanford and watching Weiner, referring to Mark Sanford, of course, in South Carolina, and, of course, Weiner, he said, why not me? I mean, do you think there was a little bit of that? I mean, come on. I mean, why not John Edwards?
Well, exactly. There's been the bar's been lowered on sex scandals, and I have to admit to being kind of a fan of Weiner and Spitzer, and I think I would like to move to New York and run both of their campaigns, just so I could say hi. It's Stephanie Miller calling from Weiner Spitzer. But I think that you raise a good point that honestly, is falling in love with a mistress or impregnating the nanny in your bed worse than this? Probably. And, certainly other people have been forgiven. And I happen to think he's a really smart guy. And I think he's been really great on financial stuff, including Wall Street. And he's well suited for this job.
The problem is this is a crime that he himself had prosecuted. He actually declared a war on Johns, and then he turns around and does this. This is very serious hypocrisy. But we have to need a smart guy in this job.
At least we have one bar.